Chocks and Chocoettes, down in between Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. It's a special one. There's nothing much to show you really other than this Domino's box. It's the it's the Domino's Creme Egg Cookies. Yes. So I've not looked into it yet. I've just got them, but they are $5.99. I believe it's $5.99 for two, but we'll find that out. Yeah. So well, they come in a regular box of Domino's, as you can imagine. Let's have a look at them. See what they look like on the inside. So apparently it's basically a cookie baked around a cream egg essentially. So they are warm. Let's have a look. Alright, there we go. So yeah, a bit gooey. There we go. So there we are. Quite high in calorie. I'm sure it's like 700 calories, 750 calories for both. So about 300 odd, 400 odd almost for individually. So there we are. So yeah, not not massively appealing now to look at. But let's give one a handle. Not very warm. You can see here what we're up against here. So maybe yeah, maybe I'll just move myself down and get chopping one up a bit so you can see them a bit closer. So let me just do just that. Okay, so we've got got them here basically. So we'll take them both out of the box. So let's take out this bit. Get the box out of the way. I think the box is getting in the way. So here's what we get. So it looks a bit don't look very don't look amazing, do they? I guess, but there you go. It smells quite cookie-like, I must say. So we've got the old calipers. We'll give them a quick measure just so you can see what the measurement is. Let's say it's not even on both sides, about 7 centimeters across in height, roughly about 2.7. So there we go. Obviously they are a bit haphazard, but there we go. So you can see here, just say it's a whole cream egg. You see perhaps the bottom bit is made flat a bit, I guess. You see perhaps the way it's made as well. It seems to have a, I don't know, two-step approach maybe, where they've got the bottom bit and you just slap a bit on top maybe. Can you see there's definitely two sort of different circles here, can't you, in the middle. So yeah, you can see the way the cream eggs obviously come out a bit there. So it looks like they are baked in store. Let's give one a bit of a chop then, see what we're up against. Okay, so definitely a squashed cream egg, that's for sure. You can see it's definitely not, you know, certainly lost some of its shape, so they must do that somehow. I don't know, I guess. Maybe it's cooked twice, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe there's a bottom bit that they arrive on and then it's already cooked already. Because I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. But clearly, there's definitely cream egg in there. It's very runny. It has been baked and cooked. So yeah. So yeah, that's what we're up against. I think it's good enough, really. I think it's obviously, you know, it's not a rounded shape that it would be. It's going to be very messy to eat, of course, as well. But it smells quite nice. I say it smells quite baked. The cookie's quite thin. Basically, not too dissimilar to perhaps a deep fried cream egg, I guess. And you can see it's obviously flowing out here. Certainly very messy. Certainly very messy. But alright, let's open up, give it a taste. That's the main bit, isn't it? So we'll see what it looks like on the inside. Let's taste it and find out what it's actually like. Alright, so we're going to give the the Cadbury Creme Egg, well, cookie from Domino's a taste. So it's going to be a bit messy, isn't it? It's going to be a bit messy. We'll try the one we didn't taste. So we'll have the this one here. So you can see it at the bottom. It seems to have definitely a two-step approach where there's two rings in the middle. Quite a quick review for me for this time. So I'm trying to eat it when it's hot. So let's give it a bite. We've come quite close to go over the plate. Well, in fact, let's just move my plate up a bit. So, okay, let's give it a bit of a taste. It's okay. It's basically like a warm cream egg. It's literally like a warm cream egg. And the cookie's not bad on the outside. Quite standard, but it's not bad. You know. It's very messy. Apologies for that, but there we go. It's okay. It's basically it's really a way of eating a warm cream egg. Basically, the cookie allows you to hold it. It's very runny and it's oozing out. So, you know, it's a very messy eat. But it's actually quite nice. I mean, I think it loses a bit of the cream egg experience, I think, from being hot. I think the cream egg normally has a bit of a sweetness. It's got a bit of a consistency to it as well, with a crack of the chocolate. You lose all that. The chocolate's all melted. Inside's very runny. So it's kind of a bit more tasteless, basically, than a regular cream egg. I mean, you know, it's just, you just lose all that sort of consistency of it, really. It just becomes all a bit of a mush. Which I guess is the gimmick, I guess is the idea. You know, the cookie itself is a standard cookie, but it's not unpleasant. It's nice, and as I say, it allows you to hold it. It doesn't taste that bad or anything like that, really. So overall, it's all right. I think for me, a cream egg is normally a 4, 4.5 out of 5. It's a nice novelty experience for Easter time. This here is very, I don't know. It's a novelty of a novelty, basically. I feel like it is, perhaps, I don't know. I feel like it is a sort of limited edition chocolate affair, whereas then you probably have it once, maybe twice, and that's probably enough, really. The cream eggs are a bit like that as well, sort of. I mean, when you've had them a couple of times at Easter time, you've probably, had them really, if you know what I mean. So with that in mind, it's okay. I feel like they're very expensive what they are. I mean, it's basically £3 a cookie, but I guess having said that, in some places you do spend that much for cookies, but I think normally a cookie is perhaps £1.50 or something like that, maybe, for something of this size and things. But obviously, it is a very much a novel product, and this, that, and the other. And Domino's, of course, have a bit of an overhead to the amount of staff they have and things like this. So it's all that and the other that but we could argue that's the case in most other places anyway. But nonetheless, cutting to the chase, a nice product. Loses quite a lot of what makes a cream egg for me. It's very runny and things like that. It is, it's obviously creamy and things. As I say, it's continuing to ooze out of this. But I think for me, I prefer the consistency and the experience of having a cream egg when it's just at a normal room temperature, really. And I think the cookie doesn't add too much to it other than the ability to be able to hold it properly while it's melted. It's a novelty, and I think that's what everyone would expect. But on top of that, it's not really as good as just eating a regular cream egg, really. But it's worth sampling, it's worth trying. I think like when you think about all these deep fried Mars bars and deep fry this, deep fry that, you think, well, it sounds a bit ridiculous, but I'd probably like to try it. And you try it once and think, yeah, that was all right, but I think I'd probably just prefer to have the regular thing, not deep fried or whatever. Generally anyway, and I think that's the case with this. I mean, it's interesting to have. It's a nice experience. It's something a bit different, that's for sure. But I think overall, it's just better to have a cream egg in the regular room temperature fashion, and you get more from it and more of a nice experience eating it, and be able to savour it a bit more, experience the different textures and tastes. So this one for me, it's a 3.5. It's probably a 3.5 out of 5, basically. I think interesting to try, but regular cream egg experience is better. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that review. You know the drill by now, I'm sure. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out YouTube member program. Links in the description for that, as is the link for the Discord server. Great to support the channel and be part of the community. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. Always doing best to reply. And click on one of these videos appearing on the screen now. Great to support the channel also by continuing to watch my content.